Close your eyes now, dear child, the hour grows deep. The moon hangs low above the quiet light, and wrestlers wake while all the world must sleep. For heroes bold their restless vigils keep, their shadows stretch beyond the edge of sight. They march where dreams and destiny both meet, into that good night. Now hush, sweet child, and hear what shadows write, of velvet boasts and crowns that gleam in spite. A lord of sneers declares his claim to reign. Sir Carter struts in robes of black and white, his words like daggers dripped in sweet delight. He laughs at hope and scorns the daring brave. But Logan wakes where lesser hearts take flight. With lightning breath and will that will not break, he steps through fear as though it were but mist. For when the tale is told it ends this night, one soul shall lay, one shall claim the light, and both must walk their fates the same last way, into that good night. Attend, dear child, this tale of pairings three, where golden kings upon their thrones decree that none may take the crowns they proudly wear. For PYT, in glory's vanity, hold tight their gems for all the world to see, and grin as challengers approach their lair. But strange the pair that fate has willed to be, brave Sid stands bound with wild Jerry. 2 stars miscast and now sworn on single oath. And hark the boy who walks with savagery, his monster forged of wrath and ferocity. 6 souls collide where legends dare not tread, into that good night. Come closer, child, the tale turns dark tonight, where spells are cast beneath the pale moonlight, and wicked crowns are guarded tooth and nail. For Lexi reigns, a sorceress of fright, with emerald gaze and curses coiled tight. She bends the fates of those who dare oppose, yet steps a soul the shadows fail to bite, fair justice with heart and honor bright. Unseen before, yet fearless all the same. So ink the page, enchantment verses right, one cloaked in hex, one blazing truth and light. Their destiny is now bound within this tale, into that good night. Now turn the page where pride prepares to fight, where silver armor gleams against the night, and one bold knight rides forth to test his fate. For Marcellus stands with honor held upright, his blade of will still burning clear and bright, a champion's heart that bows to none who boast. Yet Billy struts in swagger loud and bright, a man who laughs at rules and right, and swears no knight can humble him this night. So mark the clash of glory, wrong and right, where courage meets the venom born of spite. 2 paths collide beneath the watching stars, into that good night. For Playboy preens in fading stolen light, and swears the world has wronged his noble right. He pounds the gates, demanding what he lost. But standing guard, stern JSO in might, the watchful hand who stopped his tricks that night, returns to see claim his hard-fought right. And lo, the king who seized the crown in fight, now bears its weight beneath judging sight. 3 fates converge where pride and justice clash, into that good night. Hush now, for the oldest tale takes flight, of warriors forged in many a noble fight, whose thunder once made trembling kingdoms bow. For rage has roared through storm and flame and night, through shattered crowns and foes that fled their sight, their legend inked where only giants stand. Yet youth arrives with laughter sharp as spite, wild hearts unchained, untempered in their might. They race towards fame no matter what it breaks. So mark this page, farewell and birth unite. Old thunder fades as new storms claim their right. For endings blaze where futures dare begin, into that good night. And so our tale nears fading light. The ink runs thin upon these pages white. The hour has come to end what we began. The heroes brave, the tyrants crowned in spite, the beasts, the kings, the witches armed for fight, all march towards fate no story can outrun. No dream can shield the brave from tested might. No spell can hide the weak from judging sight. No crown can rest where challenge is denied. So close the book, yet tremble at the sight. For every soul must face the coming night, when legends wake and destinies are claimed. Into that good night. Hello, everybody, and welcome to NGW High Voltage. I am the camera guy, and here with me is the loudest mouth at the commentary table, the Guido. Guido, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing just awesome. I mean, both you and I had incredible weekends this past weekend. We calling the first ever first blood match in Illinois Elite Wrestling, and a new champion crowned, but good Lord, a lot more questions than answers. How was things on your end?
Oh, fantastic time at MMWA. I had a little bit of a stowaway on the ride there, but we've already got Dardar in the chat saying, well, if it isn't the camera guy, bye Guido, we don't like you. I like you, Guido.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not everyone's cup of tea.
Oh, and we have our guest from last week in the chat, Mitch Blake, in saying, want to see Whip the last ass that's going to take it, because your guest tonight is up. Oh.
Well, I mean, it isn't in the interest of fair play and equal time, lawyers, that we, we had a good time with the race last week.
Yep. And of course, this week we are going to be joined by Youth Gone Wild. But before we get to our guest tonight, we do have a little bit of a video to play here for you.
I know I can't be there today. I said I would. You were going to have me, Tom Heisman, and Matt Creed, Youth Gone Wild, on the podcast. But I'm out doing some stuff to get ready for this weekend so me and Creed can just make it a cakewalk, an easy in, out, payday, walk out the door, boo-hoo, Mitch and Bo. So I'm going to leave this all to Creed. I know you got this. I'll see you on Saturday, and just get ready to beat some baseball punk ass.
So unfortunately, we won't be joined by Tom tonight, but we still do have Creed. So what do you say we go ahead and bring our guest on, Guido?
Hey, I mean, they're all chomping at the bit to be on NGW Unlimited. So yeah, let's bring in Matt Creed.
Yep. Matt Creed, one half of Youth Gone Wild. Let me put you in the seat of honor there. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Doing well.
You excited to make your way down to NGW?
It's a long trip, long ride, but once I get there, the adrenaline's going to be pumping, and I'm looking forward to it.
I mean,
we have Mitch Blake in the comments saying Tom's scared. Let's see if he even shows up on Saturday.
I think he'll show up. He'll be fine. When he says he's ready to kick ass, he's ready to kick ass. He's ready to take names, and I know he's got a long standing relationship with Mitch, so be ready for a fight.
We have infamous Dardar already laying claim that the Rage is going to beat you this weekend.
You know what? Everybody's going to claim that we're usually the underdogs. We've been underdogs for a long time, but we can hold our own in the ring. We've showed that with multiple championship wins. So I mean, all I have to say is just bring it. We're very controversial. We're very innovative when it comes to being in that ring, and we know how to get the job done.
So, Creed, how did you get started in the business?
It's just something I grew up watching, like most wrestlers, probably. I grew up watching it with my cousin, my uncle, and my father, and eventually I was like, yeah, you know what? It's just something I want to try. And my cousin actually was a part of security for an event, and he wanted to get into it as well, but he broke his back, couldn't do it. So I got kind of in through him, and got started with Pro Championship Wrestling out in Chicago Ridge. Tom shortly followed after I did, and in about 2008, October of 2008, we were kind of just put together on a whim. It was kind of just like they didn't know what to do with us type of thing. And so they told us, go out there. You guys are tagging tonight. If you guys don't get over, you guys are done for the company. And needless to say, we got over. So we're still around.
Yeah, absolutely no pressure whatsoever, right?
No pressure.
Yeah, it's get over or you're fired.
Yeah.
That's quite the way to earn your keep, as they say.
It's that that's the motivation you get in pro wrestling, Camera Guy. It's it's okay. It's you only get one chance. You sink or swim.
Mm-hmm.
So you primarily up around the Chicago area, or you made your way around the country at all?
So in about 2014, I kind of personally myself, I stopped wrestling in the Illinois area. I had a lot of beef with promoters. All that beef is squashed, but I had a lot of issues with promoters, and it came down to respect. And so I kind of went out and made my own path, journey out to I wrestled in like the East Coast area of like Philadelphia, Virginia, Indiana. I was out there. I've been to parts of Virginia, or was it not Virginia, Texas. I've traveled around and whatnot. And then Tom's the one that basically brought me back into the Illinois area and said, hey, we need to start tagging again. So that's what kind of brought me back into this area.
Okay, now, and that's the thing, you talk about some of the places, Texas, hotbed of wrestling, Virginia, not really known for its wrestling scene, but I'm sure it's there. And you said Philadelphia, so I have to ask. Have you worked in the 2300 arena?
I have not.
Oh,
no.
Man.
You're going to have to explain the 23 arena here now, Guido.
It's the what was known as the ECW arena. It's not something known as the 2300 arena.
Yeah, I would have loved to been booked by somebody down there, but no, unfortunately, it would have been kind of cool to be in an arena that ECW ran in or something,
Yeah, it's
everybody. Make sure if you're in the chat, if you have any questions for our guests tonight, make sure you put them down there in the chat. We'll make sure to get them asked, and one of our live viewers will have the chance to win a signed poster tonight. And we have Infamous Star saying, I can say he isn't a loudmouth like his teammate.
No, I'm not. I'm more of the calm. I'm the calmer half of Youth Gone Wild. Yeah. I mean, we can be rebellious and stupid when we're together. But when we're apart, I'm more of the. I will strategically think about what I'm going to do with you before I act. I feel like it's, Tom will just go in and punch you in the face, and while he's being, handcuffed and taken out, and I'm probably with him at that point because I just walk around with him. I will do it more of you're not going to see it coming type of thing, So I might hit you in the back, you just don't know when I'm going to strike.
No, I understand this
Mitch in the comments asking if he gets a poster. You know what, Mitch? You can have a poster too.
No, I did. No.
You were on last week. You asked for a poster. I pulled some strings. I got some extra posters. So, Mitch, you can have a poster. Creed, do you want a poster too?
Oh yeah, of course. I'll take anything.
No, I'm around the St. Louis area, so I haven't made up to the Chicago area to watch any wrestling. So I haven't in person seen any of your matches. I did a little bit of research, watched some tape, but how would you describe your wrestling style?
I would probably say we're kind of rambunctious, rebellious. We don't really care too much for the rules at times. There's times that we'll just throw the rule book out and do our own thing. I don't know. I mean, I'd say with what I hear from other fans and stuff is we're exciting to watch, and you never know what we're going to do next. So we're unpredictable. I guess you could just say expect the unexpected from us.
Mitch says he would describe your wrestling style as wimpy.
He would say that.
Now, how do you think Tommy would answer this? I mean, unfortunately, Tommy, of course, conspicuous by his absence. How do you think he would answer this question?
Well, if Tom was here, he would probably use a lot of negative language because he doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. But I don't know. I don't know how he would explain our style. Because at times, I mean, if you've ever seen any kind of our hardcore matches, we're pretty rough. We will slice and dice you. We'll use bowling balls. We'll use kendo sticks, cheese graters. We'll go ECW, on your ass, basically. So I don't know how he would explain that or what type of words he'd use, but I know that there'd be a lot of swearing.
Well, this is a family-friendly show, so
yeah.
We try to keep that to a minimum. Every once in a while, things pop out. We know, but
okay.
Yeah, I watched a great little highlight video that I saw on you guys, and you guys definitely have the tag team element down. And by that, I mean you guys definitely have a lot of tag team maneuvers that it seems that you like to employ. Is there one in particular that's your favorite?
Yes, we use it a lot. We call it the Park Avenue Cutter. It's basically a double hip toss. We catch the opponent, throw them up into a double neck breaker. We were kind of, I guess, gifted the move from another tag team that helped train us back in the day. They called it the toe tag. Their name was Body Count, and they called it the toe tag. So we kind of put the neck breaker into that move and kind of modified it a little. So I'd say that has the most meaning to us, and that's one move that we like to use. We were also so we love to use the Doomsday when we can. The Doomsday was kind of given to us from Animal. We had a long conversation with Animal, and he allowed us to actually use it. So that's another move that we like to use when possible.
Yeah, I myself have met Animal before, so that's an incredible gift from him. So, who would you say are your idols, at least as far as tag teams are concerned? Like what tag teams have inspired you?
Personally, my tag teams would probably be LOD, British Bulldogs. I like the Rockers. If I'm talking about like new era stuff, I'd probably say like the newest era stuff I probably liked was like Dudley Boys. Hardys weren't so bad. I liked ENC, Headbangers, but yeah, I mean nowadays I think a lot of the wrestling is either all the same or there's nothing really stands out to me as much. So I really don't know what tag team would stand out there right now. But yeah, those would probably be my top tag teams.
And I know that this can kind of be a hard question to answer because I'm sure that there's more than one. But out of everybody that you've worked with, who would you say would be like your top up there and your top favorite opponents?
Ooh.
It takes two to tango. Or in this case, four with tag teams.
Sometimes four, I was going to say. Man. Yeah, I mean, we've had some great matches with, I'd say Caribbean Arrogance is a tag team that I personally like to work. The Freebirds, we had a long-standing rivalry with the Freebirds, so that's definitely another. We had fun with that 2-year rivalry that we had. So that would be another tag team. To pick one, I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, especially when you're up and down the road and you're, wrestling so many tag teams. I could probably do it by year, but I don't think I could do it. Yeah, all at just pick one. But yeah, those two probably stand out the most to me.
We have a boy as Monster, who of course are going to be challenging this Saturday for the NGW Tag Team Championship, saying that seems like fun working with all those teams.
Definitely is.
And we have infamous Dardar asking, who would you want to face in the future, either tag or singles, and what kind of a match would it be?
I don't know. I don't know who I would want to work right now. I'm open to working anybody, anywhere, anytime. But if I had to choose a tag team to wrestle, gosh, Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm not 100% sure who I would want. I mean, I've wrestled a lot of different tag teams, and I can't think of anybody that's out there that's new that catches my eye. You know, um, yeah, I'm not sure. That's a tough question.
Oh, we try to ask the tough ones, but fun ones too.
Yeah, right.
So here's another hard one for you, and you're probably going to think about it for a second. Out of all your time in the ring so far, what has been your most memorable match? Not your favorite, your most memorable.
So as far as um, singles competitive, as a singles competitor, it was, I think, the time that I had to defend the ICW World Heavyweight Championship against Tigre Uno and Lennox King in a triple threat ladder match. I think that would be my singles uh, career. As far as tag team, uh, I would probably say the entire thing that we did with the Freebirds would probably uh, where we basically came to the three stages of a hell match last May. I think that was probably my favorite tag team match as far as this point.
So how did the feud with the Freebirds even come about?
So we brought the Freebirds into an Indiana Fed, and they came to watch the show, watch us perform, and we grabbed dinner that night, and we kept saying, "Hey, you guys got to come back! You guys got to come back!" They were kind of like, "Nah, we just want to hang out and whatnot." So we enticed them to come back into the wrestling industry by actually stealing some of their most valuable items. And one thing led to another, and we had this 2-year-long feud where they actually won all their items back last May in a 3 stages of hell match.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Dar, that's right. We did have a 3 stages of hell match in NGW. That was back at Forsaken. You had Ricky Cruz, Playboy Double H, Savage, and Dexter Roswell in for the NGW Heavyweight Championship.
Good Lord.
Yeah, those are
Ricky
always
Cruz.
fun matches. I mean, the 3 stages of hell match there back in October ended with a ladder match.
Yeah, that's how ours ended too, and they're fun if you're watching. They're not fun if you're in it.
As a camera guy, they're not necessarily fun either. I don't know how many times I've nearly been hit by a ladder.
You got to run, yeah.
Yeah. my favorite, the first ever ladder match that I photographed. I'm in the corner, right, taking my photos, and I see this ladder come falling towards me because one of the competitors had jumped off the ladder, so of course the ladder's going to topple over. I'm watching this ladder topple towards me, and I do the quick math in my head, right? And the math in my head says, okay, the ladder's going to hit the top turnbuckle. I'm fine. I'm between the second and third turnbuckle taking my photos. And sure enough, the ladder hit the top turnbuckle, but then it bounced, and it scooted back, and it came right towards me. I forgot the ladder would bounce. So so you've done plenty of stipulation matches, like I said, ladder match, and some hardcore matches. What is your favorite type of stipulation match you've been involved in?
Probably a ladder match. I've done probably 10 or 11 different ladder matches in my career. So I'm well versed in those type of matches and have an understanding of what I can and can't do and what I should and shouldn't do. Um, I think those are the ones where I become more creative, and I have more fun in creating.
I have Claire Castle in chat saying ladders and tables always go into business for themselves.
Yeah,
That they do. That they do.
That's one of the most accurate statements of the night right there.
yeah. Hey,
So where did you wind up getting trained at?
So I got trained at Pro Championship Wrestling in Chicago Ridge. I was trained by Jared Priest, Johnny Mack, Rick Knight, Wally Wild, Jay Phoenix, and Rick Rocket, just to name a few. I eventually went on and decided to work in the Lucha Libre area, and I became well versed in the style of or art of Lucha Libre. I was trained by Discovery and Yakuza.
Oh, yeah, that's incredible, and I'm certain that you've held titles all over the place too.
Yes, yeah, mostly out of. We'll say mostly out of state are my title wins. I think out here in Illinois it's just tag titles mainly.
No,
I've been asking a bunch of the questions here.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, there were some technical difficulties here at Casa de Guido. Now, do you feel yourself as a tag team specialist?
Yeah, I think of myself as a tag team specialist, and I think that Tom kind of thinks himself as a tag team specialist too. It's become easier for us to work as a team. We've got the charisma. We know each other's styles. There was actually one point in time that we literally did not even speak a word in the ring. We just whistled at each other or looked at each other, and we were like, "We're doing that move." Like we knew exactly what we were doing without talking. And I think that being in the tag team matches for so long, I think that that's kind of where our specialty lies. Not to say we can't hold our own individually. It's just, I think being a singles competitor, it takes more cardio and more thinking and, planning and how you're going to do this. Because it's only you and one other competitor or you and two other competitors. Whereas here we've got four guys, and we're all trying to do our own thing. So we got to stick together and we got to work together.
Now, have you had now I'm assuming you say you yourself are a tag team specialist. Are there any other partners you've had that stand out?
I've had quite a few partners. So when I actually got into professional wrestling, my very first match was a tag team match. And I tagged with the American Classic Chris Hamilton. He would always call me Kid Classic Matt Creed. And that ran for about 6 months, maybe. After that, I started wrestling and tagging with Styling Shane Eden. That lasted about four months or so. I had a slight singles run, maybe like about a year before Tom came along, and we started, kicking ass together.
So what in particular about tag team wrestling is it that you like the most about it? Is it the fact that you're working so closely with somebody, or is it that the psychology of the tag match is entirely different than that of a singles match?
I think so. As far as putting together the match and thinking about how you're going to get things done, how you're going to, how are you going to clash with the other guys, or how are you going to work together? And I think that's a lot harder than just doing something by yourself and thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Now you got 4 other guys in the ring. You got to think about, okay, what if this guy does this, or how's my tag partner gonna, react if I do this, or it's a lot harder to put together. I think that it's a lot more fun to me, the tag team wrestling aspect of it, because I know that if there's something that I can't do to get the crowd up, I got my partner to get that crowd behind us, or to hate us, love us, hate us, whatever. We can feed off of each other's energy. The other thing that I like is that I do get a rest period. I get to stand in the corner while Tom kicks some ass, or vice versa, So I think that's another thing that I really like.
But I'm sorry, just the cardio ain't what it used to be.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Claire Castle built-in gas brake.
There you go. That's pretty much what it is.
So another question. Now remember, this is a family-friendly show when you're answering this question. So far, what's your favorite road story? I mean, you said you've traveled all over the place. Everybody's got that favorite road story.
Yeah. There's not really many that I could tell because of the. Yeah. So one of the things that kind of stand out was Tom and I, with a couple other guys, we went up to Minnesota to wrestle for a federation. And we get there, we meet the guys in charge and whatnot. We go do our match and everything, come back. Ken Anderson was on the show. And we find out he got paid, but nobody else did, and the booker left. So the other guy that was in charge with the booker, we found out that this actual guy that owned the company was a fraud and wasn't planning on paying anybody, just took the money and ran. But yeah, I mean, we saw some things that no people should really ever see. We saw some gasoline nearly being used and a gun pointed at somebody, and it's interesting, the things that you see on the road and the people that you meet.
Good Lord. Sounds like New Jack built that promotion.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, it's weird because some of the wrestlers were some of the coolest guys on that card. There were some laid back guys on that card, and the moment, somebody doesn't get paid or something, it's snap, and you're like, you were laid back. You all right now? Like,
you don't mess with the money.
Right. Yeah.
It happens more than we like to admit. I know that for fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we've come to a point in the show where there's something I like to do so the fans get to know the wrestlers a little better. Going with the high voltage theme, we call it the lightning round. Just ask a few simple questions. You just say whatever comes into your mind. Nothing. Believe me, not too hard. Okay.
He says that.
Yeah. Okay. Who is your dream opponent or opponents for Youth Gone Wild?
I think we'd love to face the Outrunners again. We had a fun match with them back at Chicagoland Championship Wrestling. So I'm going to say the Outrunners.
Okay. Favorite Italian dish?
Ooh, so much. Let's go with just an Italian beef with hot peppers.
Baptized?
Yes.
Favorite movie or movie franchise?
Oh, I am a big Kurt Russell fan. I'm gonna say Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh, excellent.
Yes.
Excellent choice. Yeah, actually, recently,
Stargate would have also been an acceptable answer.
I would have also.
yeah, there you go.
We had, with the recent, we just had wrapped up the Winter Olympics. Mrs. Guido and I watched Miracle one night.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
He's so good in I mean, pretty much anything he's done is just. I mean, I'm a big fan of like the escape movies. New York over LA, of course, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Snake Plissken.
Yeah, I mean, Breakdown was is another one of my favorite movies that he's done. I mean, I'm just such a huge Kurt Russell fan.
See, I love his comedy roles. I mean, like, I'm sure you've probably seen that mid-2000s movie, Sky High.
Oh, yeah. And he does so good in that, too.
He does.
You're thinking, oh, this is going to be a lame movie, and why did he take this? But it's such a good movie, and he does so good in that character role.
Yes.
Yeah, I know we might be dating ourselves, but Overboard was a good Kurt Russell comedy. Yeah, the low rent one, Captain Ron.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good. Okay. What match inspired you? If there's one match that you can go back to that inspired you, and you point at this TV screen saying that I want to do that.
Going back through. I mean, I don't know how far I could go back, but I mean, one match that always stood out to me, and I really like to watch is Shawn Michaels and Rick Martel.
Ooh,
SummerSlam. Yeah, I don't know. That's something that I like to go back to and just watch every once in a while, and just I'm a Shawn Michaels fan, but I mean Rick Martel was just so good back then. I mean he was so good at the heel character.
Oh yeah. Do you have a favorite video game franchise?
I kind of stopped playing video games, but if I had to go back into that, I like playing COD a lot, Call of Duties. I think that over time they kind of got a little more lame, I guess to put it, and that's why I kind of stopped playing it. But I'd probably say Call of Duty.
Okay. In your opinion, what's the best ride at Disney?
Well, I'm not going to say Space Mountain because, no. I'd probably say Tower of Terror.
Okay.
But that's not around anymore, is it?
I don't think so. It might be.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite ride, I guess.
Okay, and one more. This may be the hardest one. Do you love that Danhausen?
We know what I tell you about curses.
I wasn't cursing.
Hey, I don't want to get cursed or anything, but and I don't have anything against Danhausen himself, but no, I'm not a huge fan of Danhausen, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I guess I mean you're okay to like him as a friend, and the black cat's in the other room, so you don't have to worry about any cursing. So,
All right.
but yeah, So, camera guy, I believe it's that time.
It's that time. You got to do your favorite thing, so I get to do my favorite thing.
You gonna do your favorite part of the show?
It's like my favorite part of the show is a little segment that we like to call Shock Therapy. Now, for anybody new here, the way that Shock Therapy works is we ask our guest a series of 3 multiple choice questions. If they get 2 out of the 3 right, they win a prize, which will be a signed poster at the next NGW show this Saturday. So, are you ready, Creed?
Sure. I mean, I'm not great at school things, but we'll give it a try.
Oh,
Well, you're in luck because we like to tailor our questions to our guests as much as we can. We take into account, our guests, their history, everything that we can about them. And in your case, it was kind of, easy to do, because, of course, your tag team name is Youth Gone Wild. So, of course, anytime anybody hears, the words Youth Gone Wild, the first thing that pops into their head is the seminal 1989 song by Skid Row, Youth Gone Wild. So, of course, that means we're going to be asking you questions about the band Skid Row. I wanted to do about the location, but I got vetoed.
Oh. I think it's better.
Because, we have to keep it family friendly. That makes 2 times that my initial choices have been vetoed. The first time, I just wanted to ask questions about Marcellus Wallace and the movie Pulp Fiction, but apparently I couldn't do that. So, are you ready for your questions?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Your first question. In the Skid Row song, Youth Gone Wild, what are the youth encouraged to do? Are they encouraged to A, quietly finish their homework, B, start a nationwide rebellion against boring authority, C, politely ask adults for permission first, or D, open a responsible savings account?
Oh man, it's tough. I'm leaning towards D. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that it's B.
Going with B, start a nationwide rebellion against boring authority.
I'll lock it in.
You are correct.
So in other words, the youth are expected to go wild.
Go wild. I mean, I would certainly hope that would be the case. I mean, it's right there in the song title. All right. Yeah. So 1 down, 2 to go. Your second question. What decade did Skid Row become famous in? Was it A, the 1970s disco apocalypse, B, the 1980s hair metal era, C, the medieval loop period, or D, the 2000s boy band uprising?
Totally disco, right? I'm going with B. 1980s hair.
Going with B, 1980s hair. Oh no, you know what? I forgot something important. Very important. I didn't tell you who you were playing for this week.
Yeah, I was about to say, we usually.
Oh my goodness.
God dang it.
Ah.
I thought it was
got
Mitch.
too excited.
I'm playing for Mitch.
No.
But he just gets
that
a
would
free
be
one?
funny. That would be funny if you were playing for Mitch, but no, you were actually playing for Josh Sumner this week. And
I think
that's
we already
good news
won,
for Josh, because you are correct. It was the 1980s hair metal era that Skid Row became famous in. See, I Personally, I'm more of an 18 to Life man myself, you know. That's my favorite Skid Row song.
Mine is Slave to the Grind. Actually, was listening to that as we were getting ready.
Guido.
What?
Guido, man, we still have a third question.
Oh shoot!
But that is if Creed wants to try to go 3 for 3, get a victory under his belt before Saturday.
Let's go for it.
All right, your third question. What was one of Skid Row's most famous albums? Was it A, Slave to the Grind, B, Angry Guitar Volcano, C, Hairspray and Bad Decisions, or D, Loud Pants, Louder Music?
Can I phone a friend here? Guido, do you know this? Yeah, I'm gonna say A.
You're going with A, Slave to the Grind, and you are correct.
I do like Angry Guitar Volcano. That sounds like a cool
To be
album.
fair, their demo album was Loud Pants, Louder Music. Not a lot of people know that.
Wait, what?
They said their demo album was Loud Pants, Louder Music.
Oh, their demo album.
Demo,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought you said debut album. I'm like, no, you're wrong, Guido.
Yeah.
Although the album name Hairspray and Bad Decisions just fits right into the 1980s hair metal.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Oh, see, now that needs to be an album name now.
Well, I tell you what, after Into That Good Night, what do you say we all get together, and we form a band, and you and I are going to have to get wigs, unfortunately, but let's do Loud Music and Bad Decisions.
There you go.
Hairspray and Bad Decisions.
Hairspray.
Well,
I get all the Hairspray because I still have some left.
no, thanks for rubbing it in.
No, Hairspray. That would also make the name for a good wrestling show, I would think, too.
I think we
Hairspray
Yeah,
and Bad
probably, especially in the 80s.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit earlier about how you've traveled kind of all over, and one of the best things about traveling is, of course, you get to eat a lot of different foods around the area. Is there any particular restaurant that you're looking forward to stopping in at as you're making your way down south to NGW this Saturday?
Unless you guys have a Waffle House near you.
Yeah, there's Waffle Houses around here.
All right.
I have two.
Now are you going for the food or the fight?
Oh, well, I mean, we probably would have already had the fight, so I'm probably just gonna go for the food.
So maybe you should stop there beforehand, get some last minute training in.
We could probably do that. Yeah.
What's this we? I'm not trying to pick a fight.
I thought you were offering.
I think he's just offering to pay.
Oh, okay.
He's got that big commentator
let's just say
paycheck
a week at
coming.
2 a.m. The cards will fall where they may. Standard mutual combat rules apply. No guns, no knives, no cops.
There you go. Unsanctioned.
Exactly. Now, again, you're facing the Rage.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going to be the Rage's final match together. I know this is pro wrestling. We're tough guys, and we don't usually, talk about feelings. But I'm going to ask what every therapist says. How do you feel about that?
Hey, and I'm just honored that they took, that they handpicked me and Tom to come out there and work them. I know that we're going to put on a hell of a match, and it's their decision to retire. Now, do Tom and I care if they retire or not. I can't speak for Tom, but I mean, yeah, it's a loss to professional wrestling because I mean they're two great talents, but at the same time, I mean, we're not gonna just sit there and be like, oh yeah, hey, here's a win. No, we're gonna make them earn it if they wanna try to win. And that's how we play. Like it's a sport. It's you know it's a fight, and at the end of the night, one team's going to stand tall, and if they're hanging their heads on the way out, sorry, but that's just how it goes.
And to me, the big thing is always when it comes to a retirement match is, win or lose, no matter what, they still get to go out on their own terms. They get
Exactly.
to have that final match with their hand-picked opponents.
Mm-hmm.
In a business where, sadly, that's not entirely common.
All good things must come to an end sometime,
But being able to, you decide that that's when it ends. That's
exactly.
Well,
that's a wonderful thing.
I hate to say it, wrestling's about the only place where it happens on a more consistent basis. I mean, you look at any other sport, it's, we know as the old saying goes, Father Time is undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I thought you were working on appeal for that, Guido.
Look, there's been a couple of questionable calls. I've made some inquiries to the commissioners, but as it stands right now, Father Time is undefeated.
Oh. Yeah, I want to thank you very much for joining us here tonight, Creed. Fortunately, Tom couldn't make it, but it's still great having you. I am definitely looking forward to being able to see you in action Saturday.
We're definitely looking forward to being there Saturday and in front of a brand new live crowd, and working for a new company and getting into the ring with the Rage. We're looking forward to all of that, and whatever happens that night happens, and we're just gonna go out there and have some fun and kick some ass.
Okay, now where can sorry.
Go ahead, Guido.
I was going to ask, where can people find you and Tommy on social media?
So we have a Facebook page. You could look us up, Youth Gone Wild. I know we have our individual pages too, Matt Creed and Tom Heisman. We do have a Twitter account that I have been super lazy on. So nothing's been posted there in like a year. But we do have a Twitter account if you want to follow us. Maybe I'll start posting stuff. But yeah, it's mainly just on Facebook. That's pretty much the only place.
Okay, now we've also got it's up here on our screen. We have a link to your Pro Wrestling Tees store.
Yes, you can go to prowrestlingtees.com. In the search bar, you can look up Youth Gone Wild, or you can just type in the 3 letters YGW, and we'll pop up, and we'll have our shirts available for anybody who wants a shirt.
Outstanding. I want to thank you again for joining us here tonight. Like I said, we definitely look forward to seeing you on Saturday. But we'll go ahead and let you go, and thank you again. We'll see you Saturday, sir.
All right. See you Saturday.
Thank you. You excited for Saturday, Guido?
I don't think I can be any more excited. I mean, we've got all these matches. We've got, every title being defended. We have a couple of triple threats. We've got,
Well, let's go down. Let's just go down the card. We'll start right at the top. We're going to be having the Rage's final match with the Rage versus Youth Gone Wild.
Yep.
Let's see. We have the NGW Tag Team Championships on the line with Sid and Jerry teaming, and Boy and his Monster, and the current NGW Tag Team Champions PYT defending Who you got your money on, Guido?
I am not going to lie. I feel this might be a wild card, but honestly, my money might be on Sid and Jerry. Because, I mean, we know a boy and his monster, a longtime tag team, but they haven't teamed together in NGW in quite some time. And PY.
Well, yeah, but you know, a boy and his monster are the inaugural and current Ignite tag team champions.
Okay, well, I mean, like I said, it's they're getting the ball rolling again. Don't get me wrong. But I'm a big fan of wild card tag teams. And PYT, they're going to be there. So that's the thing, we can't count on PYT because again, we don't know how many will be around the ring, but we know how many they'll use. So and then we're going to the NGW women's tag team match is up for grabs. We've got Jessica Justice starting off against I'm
back.
All right. Because I was going into the women's match.
Things went sideways on me, Guido.
Gosh dang it. And I was just talking about the women's match too.
This match, Jennifer Justice taking on Lexi Green.
Yeah, I accidentally called her Jessica Justice. My apologies. Please don't beat me up. I might have to go get that black cat. Just give me a minute here.
No. All right, but yep, we're going to have newcomer Jennifer Justice taking on Lexi Green for the NGW Women's Championship.
No, I mean, this is going to be Jennifer Justice's first foray here in New Genesis Wrestling. Looking forward to seeing her, but, we know the gospel of damnation.
We have Donde saying that he's sorry he flipped a switch, so I guess it was Donde's fault.
You're letting him live with you again?
Look, it's a long story. He wound up in my car. Look, man, it was a long weekend in some ways. But anyway,
this is
why going to be having Carter Riley take you on Logan Ridge for the Lightning Division Championship.
Well, yeah, I mean, Carter Riley, one half of Masterclass, under that tutelage of Dexter Roswell, hoping to garner himself some gold. But, we all know Logan Ridge is no slouch. He fought hard to get that championship, and we know he'll fight even harder to keep it.
Yeah, we're going to be having Marcellus Knight taking on Billy Ray at PYT.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, it was like in that promotional video we had before the show. By the way, great work.
Thank you, Guido.
It's going to be, it's going to be honor versus treachery. So that's going to be a fight. I'm saying it's going to be a big, huge, drawn out fight, and I'm really looking forward to that one. I don't even know right now. I can't pick a winner. I need to put a word into my buddy Joey Numbers in Vegas and see where the line's going on that one.
And of course, we'll have the NGW Heavyweight Championship on the line in a triple threat match with Playboy, JSO, and Ricky Cruz. Playboy, a late addition to that match, because he, talked to his lawyers and it was JSO's fault and Ricky Cruz stole the title from me, so I need to be involved in the match.
It's the story of Playboy's life. It's everyone's fault but his own. I'm
pretty sure he lost that match, though, but,
Yeah, he lost that match. But, like I said, he's not going to take responsibility. And Ricky Cruz, Ricky Cruz had an incredible match against Chris Thomas at our last show. And it's going to be you're going to have a devil of a time trying to get that title off of him. But we have
all that and possibly more, this Saturday night into the good night at the Jeff Grade School in Jeff, Illinois. Doors open at 6. First bell's at 7. You can get your tickets now at events.ticketelite.com/events/NGW now.
Yep, of
If
course.
you haven't gotten your tickets yet, make sure you do.
Yeah, exactly. From what I hear, they are going fast.
That they are. I mean, we've got them available, through Ticket Leap. They're available for purchase at Laser Monkey there in town. Yeah, it's already, there's already been a lot of tickets sold. So if you plan on going, you need to get your tickets now.
And I mean, this is going to be this is all for a good cause because this is a fundraiser for the Jeff Grade School, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. All right,
I mean,
but you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing you there Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there Saturday. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. I also want to thank our sponsors, Nick's Home Decor, Needful Things Boutique in Muscoda, Illinois, the Ringside Buffet in Mount Vernon, and ATS Collectibles now in Smithton, Illinois. And a special shout out to the Dr. Dallas Show every Sunday night, at 7 p.m.
Yeah, you better not mess that up, especially since JSO is a regular on that show. And
it's Sunday nights, every Sunday nights at 7. Currently on YouTube, soon to be on both YouTube and Facebook. Everybody make sure that you give us a top rope elbow drop on that like button. Share, subscribe, ding the bell.
Yeah, ring the bell for notifications.
Ring the bell for notifications.
And of course, you can catch this and every episode of High Voltage, as well as every New Genesis Wrestling event at the Camera Guys Baby NGW Unlimited.
Yep, available on iOS, Android, Roku, and Fire TV. And of course, the website, ngwunlimited.com.
Exactly.
We've got some things in the works there, And
all this can be yours absolutely free.
Yep. All we ask for is your eyeballs.
Exactly. Now, yeah, and I do understand, like a couple of new things have been added recently, and like I said, it's how do you beat free for everything NGW has to offer?
No, you can't. And make sure to check out that random 24/7 match stream.
Oh yeah.
All right, but again, thank you everybody for joining us here tonight. We will see you Saturday, and we will also see you next week.
See you Saturday.